My child, I said, stop what you are doing right now. Do not scroll past this. Do not let distraction pull your eyes away. I have orchestrated this very second, interrupting your day with divine purpose, because what I am about to tell you cannot wait another minute. In the next few moments, a spiritual veil is going to be lifted from your eyes, and the heaviness you have been carrying will finally make sense. Heaven has turned its full attention toward you, and I am speaking directly to your spirit. Listen to me, beloved. I speak not in riddles, but in absolute urgent truth. If you close this message, you will miss the exact warning and the precise blessing I have sent to protect your future. I am speaking only to you right now, because your soul has reached a critical crossroad. You are standing at the edge of a massive shift, and what you choose to do in the next few seconds will determine the trajectory of your upcoming season. You have been walking through a thick fog, feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and silently asking me, Lord, when will this end? Why is everything so hard right now? I have heard every single one of those desperate whispers. I saw the tears you wiped away before anyone else could notice. I felt the ache in your chest when you smiled for the world, but felt completely broken inside. You thought I was silent. You thought I had turned my face away from your struggles. But my beloved, my silence was never my absence. Right now, in the spiritual realm, there is a fierce battle raging over your destiny. The enemy wants you to ignore this message. He wants you to keep scrolling, because he is terrified of the revelation you are about to receive. He knows that once you hear my words, his grip on your mind will shatter. Do not let him win this moment. Breathe deeply. Let your racing thoughts settle. Feel my presence wrapping around you like a warm, protective shield. You did not stumble upon this video by accident. You were guided here. I am calling you out of the wilderness, and the instruction I am about to give you will unlock the doors that have been sealed shut for years. Stay with me, do not look away. The breakthrough you have been weeping for is hidden in the very next words I am going to speak. My beloved child, I need you to understand something deeply profound right now. The exhaustion you are feeling is not just physical. It is a heavy, spiritual fatigue. You have been carrying a weight that was never yours to hold. I have watched you try to be strong for everyone else, carrying the burdens of those you love. I have seen you put on a brave face, offering smiles and comfort to the world, while internally you were crying out for someone to notice your own pain. You thought your silent battles were hidden in the dark, but I saw every single tear. I counted them. I was sitting right beside you on the edge of your bed during those long, sleepless nights when you felt completely and utterly alone. The enemy has been whispering lies into your mind, trying to convince you that this isolation is your permanent reality. He has tried to make you believe that your prayers are just bouncing off the ceiling, that I have forgotten you, and that your current struggles are a sign of my absence. Do not believe the lies. The spiritual warfare surrounding your mind has been intense, because the enemy sees the incredible elevation I have prepared for you. He knows that if you push through this season of waiting, you will step into a level of blessing, healing, and authority that will shatter his plans. That is why the attacks have felt so personal lately. That is why your anxiety has spiked, and your mind has been flooded with overthinking and relentless doubt. But hear my voice above the chaos. I am your shield. What you perceived as a season of abandonment was actually a season of intense, unseen protection. I had to isolate you to insulate you. I had to quiet your surroundings so that you could finally hear my voice without the noise of the world pulling you away. You are not failing. You are being refined in the fire. The pain you survived was shaping you, not destroying you. Hold your ground, for I am about to expose the traps set against you and turn your greatest trials into the very foundation of your greatest triumph. Stay anchored in my love. My child, let me speak to you about the doors that have closed recently in your life. You grieved over them. You stood before those shut doors and wondered why your prayers were not enough to keep them open. You felt rejected, confused, and perhaps even a little bitter, thinking that your blessings were being taken away. But hear this divine truth. What you experienced as rejection was actually my strict, uncompromising protection. I saw what you could not see. I looked down the path of those opportunities, those relationships, and those familiar routines, and I saw the hidden trap the enemy had laid for you. If I had allowed you to walk through those doors, you would have stepped into a snare that would have drained your spirit, stolen your joy, and delayed the true destiny I have written for your life. You must deeply understand that delay is not denial, and my silence is never abandonment. The waiting season you are in is not a punishment for your past mistakes, nor is it a sign that you are not enough. It is a season of profound preparation. I am refining your spirit, strengthening your faith, and building a foundation within you that is strong enough to carry the immense weight of the blessings that are about to pour out. A new season is about to begin, but the old versions of your habits, your fears, and your dependencies cannot survive where I am taking you. I know the waiting has been agonizing. I know you have looked around and seen others receiving their breakthroughs, while you felt left behind. But do not compare your divine timeline to anyone else's. Your journey is uniquely crafted. I am aligning people, moving resources, and rearranging circumstances in the unseen realm right now. The discomfort you feel is the shifting of spiritual atmospheres. I am uprooting you from places where you would have settled for less, so I can plant you exactly where you will thrive. Trust my timing, beloved, because when the shift manifests, it will happen so rapidly that you will forget the pain of the waiting. Do not lose your faith in this quiet hour. My beloved child, pay very close attention to what is happening around you right now. The enemy wants you distracted. As you move closer to the breakthrough I have prepared, you will notice an increase in conflicts and sudden feelings of doubt. This is not a coincidence. The enemy is desperately trying to create spiritual noise in your life because he knows he cannot stop what I have planned for you. He wants to pull your attention somewhere else, focusing on the storms instead of my grace. Do not believe the lies. Fear is not your future. I am stepping into your situation today to silence the chaos. Every lie that has told you that you are not good enough, every whisper that has tried to convince you that your past mistakes have disqualified you from my grace, I cancel them right now in the heavenly realms. You are not defined by your failures. You are my beloved child, chosen, worthy, and deeply loved. I was holding you when you thought you would break. Your tears were never wasted. When heaven looks at you, it does not see a broken, exhausted soul. It sees a warrior who has survived because I never let go. You do not have to carry this alone. The transition you are experiencing is uncomfortable, but a new season is beginning. If I poured the blessings of this upcoming season into your old mindset, you would break under the weight of it. The waiting was preparation. The people who walked away from you recently, let them go. What was delayed was not denied. What I am about to do in your life will require a completely new level of trust. Trust God during difficult seasons and silence the lies of the enemy. The heavy chains of anxiety are breaking off your spirit in this very moment. A shift is coming, and I am opening doors no one can shut. Breathe in my peace and know that you are not forgotten. My child, I want you to listen to the rhythm of the Spirit right now, because a massive shift is already in motion. The breakthrough you have been waiting for, the one you cried over when you thought no one was watching, is closer than you realize. You have spent so much time looking at the closed doors behind you that you haven't realized I am already turning the key to the open doors right in front of you. This new season is not going to look like the past. I am bringing complete restoration to the areas of your life that the enemy tried to leave in ruins. What was stolen from you, your peace, your time, your joy, your confidence, I am returning to you multiplied. Do not let the scars of your past battles convince you that you are disqualified from the victory of tomorrow. You are not your past mistakes, you are not your anxieties, and you are certainly not the cruel words that others have spoken over you. You are my beloved child, you are chosen, you are worthy, and you have been held by my grace, even when you felt like you were falling apart. I saw the moments you wanted to give up, the times you felt you had nothing left to give, and yet you are still here. That resilience is not an accident. It is the strength I placed inside of you. As this new season unfolds, you will begin to see sudden alignments. People who are meant to elevate your spirit will step into your path, and the provisions you need will appear in ways that defy human logic. Your waiting season is ending. The suffering was not a life sentence. It was the refinement of your spirit. Keep your eyes fixed on me. Refuse to be pulled back into the darkness of overthinking. I am paving the way, and all I ask is that you take the next step in faith, knowing that my hand is holding yours, guiding you into a beautiful, undeniable restoration. My beloved child, as this new dawn approaches, I need to remind you of exactly who you are. The world has tried to attach labels to you, and the enemy has tried to brand you with your past mistakes, your failures, and your deepest insecurities. But you must strip away every label that did not come from my mouth. You are not the rejection you faced. You are not the mistakes you made in moments of weakness. You are my beloved child. You are chosen, worthy, and deeply loved. Before you were even formed, I knew you, and I say to you today, you are mine. I have placed a royal crown of grace upon your head, and no human hand or spiritual attack can ever take that away from you. But as you step into this promised season of breakthrough, I must give you specific instructions for the days ahead. You cannot walk into this new chapter carrying the heavy, toxic baggage of the last one. I am asking you right now, in this very moment, to release the bitterness. Let go of the anger toward those who misunderstood you, those who betrayed you, and those who walked away when you needed them most. Forgive them, not because what they did was right, but because your spirit needs to be free to receive the massive blessings I am preparing. Unforgiveness is a heavy anchor, and I am calling you to soar. Stay close to me in prayer. When you wake up, before the noise of the world rushes in, seek my voice. When you feel the familiar tug of anxiety, do not let your mind spiral into overthinking. Instead, bring your heavy heart directly to my feet. Avoid the distractions that the enemy will try to place in your path. He will send familiar comforts and old relationships to pull you backward, but you must remain anchored in my truth. Trust me completely during this transition. Even when the path ahead seems foggy, remember that I am the light guiding your every step. I never left you, and I am not going to start now. Your identity is secure in my love, and your future is held safely in my hands. My child, as you stand on the threshold of this new season, I want you to feel a profound sense of peace washing over you. The storm that has been raging around your life, the winds that have tried to knock you down and steal your joy, are finally beginning to calm. I am speaking directly to the wind and the waves in your spirit, commanding them to be still. You have spent so much time in survival mode, bracing for the next hit, expecting disappointment, because that is what the past has taught you. But I am rewiring your expectations today. I am breaking the cycle of disappointment that the enemy has tried to permanently attach to your destiny. You must understand that the breakthrough I am bringing is not just a subtle change. It is a complete and total restoration of your spirit. I am replacing your deep anxiety with a divine peace that transcends all human understanding. I am taking the shattered pieces of your heart, the ones you thought were too broken to ever be put back together, and I am creating a masterpiece. But to step fully into this restoration, you must drop the heavy armor you have been wearing. You do not need to fight these battles in your own strength anymore. I am your defender, your shield, and your ultimate provider. I know you are tired. I see the spiritual fatigue that makes even the smallest tasks feel like moving mountains. But hear me now. A shift is coming, and it is bringing a massive wave of fresh energy, favor, and divine strength into your life. The doors that are opening for you will not require you to force your way through. They will open naturally, guided by my hand. When you see these opportunities arise, do not let fear convince you that it is too good to be true. Do not let the trauma of your past dictate the blessings of your future. Trust me completely. Step forward with confidence. The season of weeping in the night is officially over, and the morning of your joy has arrived. Receive this truth, anchor it in your soul, and watch how I transform your life. My beloved, listen to the stillness of this moment. I am moving in the background of your life in ways that your natural eyes cannot yet comprehend. You have felt a strange tension recently, a pulling between the comfort of what you know and the terrifying beauty of what is coming. That tension is the shifting of spiritual tectonic plates beneath your feet. I am completely restructuring your foundation. For too long you have built your life on the shaky ground of people's opinions, past traumas, and the relentless pressure to prove your worth to a world that did not know how to value you. I am tearing down those false foundations today to prepare you for the weight of the blessing that is arriving. I am establishing a new ground for you to walk upon, paved with my unshakable truth and unconditional love. You have been fighting battles that you thought were just about your current circumstances, your finances, your relationships, your exhaustion. But these battles are much deeper. You are fighting generational cycles. The enemy has tried to trap you in the same loops of anxiety, scarcity, and brokenness that plagued those who came before you. But I have chosen you to be the cycle breaker. I have anointed you to be the one who says, "It stops here." The heavy chains that held back your joy and bound your spirit are breaking off in this very moment. This is why the resistance against your life has been so incredibly fierce. The enemy is terrified of a fully awakened child of God who knows their true authority. He has tried to drown you in self-doubt, but I am raising a massive standard against him. Fear is not your future. Confusion is not your portion. I am releasing a fresh wave of divine clarity over your mind today. The decisions you need to make in the coming days will not be clouded by hesitation or second-guessing. I will speak to you in the quiet whispers, in the sudden peace that settles over your heart, and by opening doors no one can shut. Stay close to my voice. You are entering a season of divine acceleration, where what used to take years will manifest in mere moments. Do not look back. Your greatest days are unfolding right now. My child, let us speak of tomorrow. I know the anxieties that tightly grip your chest when you look ahead into the unknown. The enemy loves to paint terrifying pictures of failure, scarcity, and ruin in the theater of your mind. He whispers that you will run out of time, run out of resources, and ultimately run out of grace. He wants you to live in a constant state of panic, always waiting for the next bad thing to happen. But I command those whispering shadows to fall completely silent right now. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I have already walked into your tomorrow, and I tell you this with absolute, undeniable certainty: your future is secure. I have already paved the road, I have already stationed the right people along your path, and I have already provided the resources you are currently losing sleep over. Your life is not a chaotic accident. It is a meticulously crafted masterpiece, held securely in the palms of my hands. I want you to change the way you speak over your life right now. Your words carry immense spiritual weight. When you speak fear, you are agreeing with the enemy's plans. But when you speak my promises, you align your earthly reality with the authority of heaven. Stop saying you are stuck. Stop saying you will never heal. Stop saying you are always going to struggle and barely get by. From this moment on, I am calling you to prophesy over your own destiny. Declare out loud that you are blessed. Declare that you are healed. Declare that every closed door was my divine protection, and every open door is my divine provision. You are stepping into a glorious season where the harvest will literally overtake the planting. The bitter seeds of tears you sowed in your darkest nights are about to sprout into an undeniable, magnificent harvest of joy and abundance. The heaviness of your current situation has been blinding you to the miracles forming just beneath the surface. I am actively working the soil of your circumstances. You might only look around and see dirt right now, but I see the blooming garden that is about to erupt in your life. I need you to trust this process, even when it looks messy and feels uncomfortable. Do not try to rush what I am establishing. What I am building in your life in this new season will not be temporary. The peace I give you today will not evaporate when the next storm comes. The joy I am pouring into your weary spirit will be an iron anchor that no worldly circumstance can ever dislodge. Lean into my presence. Surrender your desperate need to control the outcome. Take a deep breath and let me show you what it looks like to be truly, unconditionally cared for by the Creator of the universe. My beloved child, as we walk deeper into this revelation, I want you to literally feel the heavy chains of your past finally snapping off your spirit. For years you have been walking with a spiritual limp, carrying the burdens of betrayal, letdowns, and broken promises. You have grown so used to the weight that you forgot what it feels like to run completely free. But today, I am declaring a divine emancipation over your life. The season of isolation and hiddenness has officially served its purpose, and it is now coming to a complete end. You are crossing the threshold from the wilderness of waiting into the promised land of fulfillment. The very things I whispered to your heart in the dark, the secret prayers you thought were lost in the wind, are about to manifest in the broad daylight for everyone to see. I am shifting your posture from surviving to thriving. You will no longer have to beg for a seat at tables where you do not belong, nor will you have to fight for the affection of those who cannot see your true value. I am preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies, the people who misunderstood you. Those who judged your season of quiet struggles will stand amazed at the sheer magnitude of the favor I am about to pour over your life. But hear me clearly. I am your ultimate vindicator. You do not need to defend your name, and you do not need to explain your journey to those who are committed to misunderstanding you. Leave them to my justice. Your only job right now is to keep your heart soft and open to my grace. Do not let the cynicism of this broken world harden your beautiful spirit. In the coming days, I am sending divine helpers into your path. The era of you having to fight every single battle entirely alone is over. I am aligning you with people who carry my spirit, people who will hold your arms up when you grow weary, people who will celebrate your victories rather than being intimidated by them. You will recognize them by the immediate, unexplainable peace they bring to your soul. Pay close attention to these divine connections. I am weaving a new community around you, a safety net of unconditional love and unwavering support. Rest your weary head on my shoulder today. You have fought a good fight. You have kept the faith through the darkest valleys, and now it is time for you to simply receive. The struggle is over, my child. Step boldly into my glorious light. My beloved child, as you step out of the shadows and into this glorious light, I want to address the physical and emotional toll that this long, arduous journey has taken on your body. I see the deep weariness in your bones. I know that the relentless spiritual warfare you have been fighting has not just stayed in your mind. It has manifested as heavy aches in your shoulders, tension in your neck, and an overwhelming exhaustion that sleep never seems to fully cure. You have been carrying the weight of the world, and your physical body has absorbed the shockwaves of every betrayal, every disappointment, and every silent tear you have shed. But listen to me now. The healing I am bringing into your life today is completely holistic. I am not merely changing your external circumstances. I am performing a divine restoration of your health, your energy, and your physical vitality. The enemy tried a calculated strategy against you. He knew that if he could not destroy your faith, he would try to drain your physical strength. He wanted you so exhausted, so burned out, and so physically depleted that you would not have the energy to step through the doors I'm opening for you. He wanted your anxiety to keep your heart racing and your chest tight, trapping you in a constant state of fight or flight. But his dark strategy has completely failed. Right now, in this very moment, I am commanding a holy, undeniable peace to wash over your nervous system. I am commanding the tight muscles to relax. I am lifting that heavy, invisible blanket of panic off your chest so you can finally take a deep, full breath. Breathe in my spirit right now. Let my healing presence flow through every cell, every vein, and every quiet corner of your mind. I am renewing your strength like the eagles. The days of waking up already feeling defeated and drained are officially coming to an end. I am pouring a fresh supernatural stamina into your spirit because the upcoming season of your life is going to require you to be vibrant, focused, and energized. The massive harvest you are about to manage needs you at your absolute best. You are going to run and not grow weary. You will walk and not faint. Your body is the temple where my spirit resides, and I am actively repairing the damages caused by years of chronic stress, worry, and heartbreak. Do not speak words of sickness, aging, or permanent fatigue over yourself anymore. Declare that you are healed. Declare that you are being restored. I am reversing the physical effects of your past pain and giving you a renewed vigor to enjoy the beautiful, victorious days that are rapidly approaching. Rest in this profound truth, my child. My child, let me speak directly to the silent worries that keep you awake in the middle of the night. The worries about your provision, your resources, and the future of your household. I know how heavily the burden of survival has rested on your weary shoulders. You have looked at your circumstances, calculated the odds, and felt a cold wave of panic wash over you, wondering how you are going to make it through. The enemy has tried to torment you with visions of lack, poverty, and ruin, whispering that you will be left with nothing and that those you love will suffer. But I am stepping into your circumstances today to declare a supernatural turnaround. I am Jehovah Jireh, your ultimate provider, and my heavenly storehouses are never, ever empty. I want you to release the tight, desperate grip you have on your worries. When you operate out of fear, you unknowingly block the flow of my divine abundance. The economic systems of this broken world do not dictate the economy of heaven. Even in the midst of absolute uncertainty and chaos, I have the power to sustain you, multiply your resources, and bring water out of the driest rock. The unexpected provisions you are about to receive will not make logical sense to the human mind. Sudden favors, unexpected assistance, and new opportunities will open up from sources you never even considered. I am not just going to give you enough to barely survive. I am bringing you into a season of overflow. I am removing the suffocating collar of financial anxiety from your neck so that you can breathe freely again. Furthermore, I am placing a massive, divine hedge of protection around your household. I have seen the bitter tears you have cried for your loved ones, for those who are struggling or have strayed from the path. You have felt completely helpless, watching them fight their own battles, wishing you could fix it for them. But hear this profound truth: your prayers for them have not fallen on deaf ears. My spirit is actively moving in their lives right now, in the unseen realm, orchestrating moments of healing, conviction, and course correction. The generational chains of lack, brokenness, and pain are officially stopping with you. You are the faithful gateway through which my generational blessing will now flow into your family line. Stop stressing over the things you cannot control. Hand your family, your finances, and your deepest fears over to me today. Rest in my provision, knowing that I am fiercely protecting everything and everyone you hold dear. My beloved child, I want you to prepare your heart for the suddenlies of heaven. You have been walking through a season that felt painfully slow, where every day felt like a heavy repetition of the day before, and progress seemed entirely invisible. You thought that because the waiting was long, the manifestation of your breakthrough would also be a slow, drawn-out process. But I am telling you today that when I finally move, I move with breathtaking speed. The doors that have been stubbornly locked for years are going to swing wide open in a single moment. The answers you have been seeking in the dark will suddenly appear in brilliant, undeniable light. I am the God of divine acceleration, and I am about to collapse time for your sake. Because this shift is going to happen so rapidly, I need you to be spiritually awake and fully prepared to step into the authority I have given you. For too long you have lived shrinking back in the face of giants, apologizing for your presence, and allowing the enemy to dictate your worth. That season is absolutely over. I am placing a mantle of divine authority upon your shoulders today. When you speak my promises over your life, your family, and your circumstances, you are not just uttering empty words. You are dispatching the armies of heaven. I need you to stop looking at yourself through the lens of your past traumas and start seeing yourself through the lens of my finished work. You are equipped with heavenly power to overcome all the schemes of the enemy. Do not let the suddenness of the blessing intimidate you. When the promotion comes, when the healing manifests, when the unexpected breakthrough arrives, do not look around and wonder if it is a mistake. It is not a mistake. It is your divine inheritance. The enemy will try to whisper that you do not deserve this, that it won't last, or that something terrible is waiting just around the corner to snatch it away. Silence those lies immediately. What I bless, no man can curse. What I establish, no dark force can tear down. Stand tall in this new season. Keep your heart humble, but let your spirit be incredibly bold. The rapid changes coming your way are the direct result of the tears you sowed in secret. Get ready, my child, because your entire reality is about to change in the blink of an eye. My beloved child, as we draw near to the seal of this divine appointment, I must give you a very specific instruction for the days immediately ahead. The enemy knows that your spirit has just been awakened by this truth, and the moment this message ends, he will try to flood your mind with the exact same doubts you felt before you started listening. He will try to convince you that this was just another video, just a fleeting emotional moment that will fade by tomorrow morning. But you must not let him steal the divine seed I have just planted deep within your soul. I am calling you to stand as a fierce guardian over this prophetic word. When the familiar whispers of fear try to creep back into your thoughts tonight, I want you to literally speak out loud and declare, I am a child of the Most High, and my season of weeping has officially ended. I am asking for your radical obedience in this new chapter. The massive blessings I am releasing will require you to walk in a level of faith you have never accessed before. There will be moments when I ask you to step out into the unknown, to forgive someone who never even apologized, or to release an old dream that I am replacing with something infinitely better. When I gently prompt your spirit to move, you must move without hesitation. Do not negotiate with my instructions. Do not let your limited human logic talk you out of a limitless divine miracle. The radical obedience I am asking for is not to control you, it is to protect you and position you perfectly to receive the magnificent overflow I have prepared. In the next 24 hours, you are going to experience a profound shift in your physical and spiritual atmosphere. You will feel a sudden lightness in your chest, a sharp clarity in your thoughts that has been missing for months, and an unexplainable, beautiful urge to simply worship. When that happens, know that it is my spirit hovering intimately over you, actively recalibrating your life. Do not brush it off as a mere change in mood. Pause in that exact moment, close your eyes, and whisper, Lord, I receive your grace. I am actively transforming your environment. The heavy, suffocating clouds of depression, the toxic cycles of anxiety, and the generational curses of failure are evaporating under the intense heat of my unconditional love for you. You have crossed the invisible finish line of your hardest season. Hold your head high, fix your eyes completely on my promises, and prepare your heart to walk in an entirely new dimension of peace. My beloved child, as we come to the final moments of this divine encounter, I want you to take one last deep breath. Let the absolute reality of my presence settle heavily and beautifully over your spirit. You did not just listen to a message today, you stepped into a holy alignment. The spiritual shift has already occurred in the heavenly realms, and the physical manifestation in your earthly life is imminent. I have placed a divine seal of protection, favor, and profound peace upon your forehead. The enemy who tried to track you into this new season has been completely blinded to your path. You are moving forward under the shadow of my wings, entirely hidden from the snares and the traps that were set for you in the dark. I am sending you out from this moment, not as a victim of your circumstances, but as a victorious cycle breaker who knows their exact worth. The tears of the past are officially dried. The heavy, suffocating garments of mourning have been stripped away, and I have clothed you in the bright, undeniable garments of praise and authority. When you walk into rooms this week, you will not have to strive for attention, beg for validation, or fight for your place. My supernatural favor will walk in before you, opening doors and presenting opportunities that will leave you absolutely speechless. The people who abandoned you will watch from a distance as I elevate you, but your heart will be so healed and so filled with my unconditional love that you will not even feel the need to look back. Seal this prophetic word over your life right now. Do not let the enemy snatch it away the second you turn off this screen. Speak it into existence. If you receive this word, if you truly believe in your spirit that your season of weeping is over and your morning of radiant joy has arrived. I want you to declare it openly. Type Amen right now to physically anchor your faith to this heavenly promise. Share this message with someone whose soul is also crying out in the dark, so that they too may experience this divine emancipation. My beloved, your greatest chapter begins right this very second. Walk boldly, live freely, and know that I am holding your hand always, even to the end of the age. You are fiercely loved, perfectly protected, and magnificently blessed. Go in my peace.